What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Knockout Off-Road. My name is Kyle, and today we've got a little explaining to do. Got a new to me 88 Jeep Comanche behind me, and we finally have the Cherokee in the garage, ready to get broke down and built up. And then of course, we can't forget about Axel here, their new puppy. Trying to make him a shop dog, but well, I mean, it's kind of working out. He likes cardboard more than his other toys. But this is Axel. He's been quite the handful. And other than that, he's been a pretty good dog. Getting him used to it. We've been out wheeling with him a couple times now in the big Comanche. Just kind of trying to get him good on car rides because we do a lot of traveling as well. And yeah, I think he's going to be a good addition, a good little knockout off-road mascot. Yeah, everybody meet Axel. He's 3 months old now. He's doing pretty good, so a lot of learning, a lot of training. But yeah, there's a new shop dog, new mascot. All right, guys, bear with me a little bit. I'm recording on my iPhone right now, not the GoPro that I usually use just for quality purposes. I think the iPhone records a lot better quality videos than the GoPro does, and so that's why I'm using this to record this kind of video. So first of all, we're gonna get into the Cherokee first, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking, a lot of you guys have been wanting a build video on it, and finally it's in the garage, gonna get broke down. I got a lot of parts going on with it. So I've got the lift kit parts that were parted out from that black Cherokee that I had. So all the stuff here that you see is gonna go to powder coating. And then we have the leaf springs over here. And these are stock leaf springs I found out. Found the part numbers on them right here and referenced it. So those are stock lift leaf springs. Got an aluminum radiator there, some extra drive shafts, and then steering box brace and track bar brace, which will be very useful. So all that stuff over there is not getting powder coated. I'm not doing leaf springs or any of that stuff. This stuff is here in the Comanche bed. So I've got it cleaned up. Got a guy down in Cleveland, Tennessee, Young's Custom Coatings, that's gonna be doing it for me. He's a cool dude. He also wheels himself. Not sure if he watches the videos, but after I drop the stuff off and get the stuff back, I'll be doing another review on it and showing you guys his quality. He does great work, so I definitely recommend him. So anyways, we're getting this stuff kind of cleaned up. I wanted to get there was just some like gnaw marks on them. I want to get that stuff out of there for when it gets dropped off, that you don't see it through the powder coating. The springs, you'll sandblast, all stuff get blasted. That's gonna get powder coated as well. I'm gonna keep the color a secret because that is Jenna's choice. This is her build and she picked the color. Right now I'm also working on getting these out, which these are seized in here pretty bad. This one's obviously completely destroyed. And then I gotta get these bushings out as well for him to powder coat. But these are the upper, I've never seen such a long joint. That goes in the upper control arms. And that thing's stuck down like way down here. The threads are only going to there. Anyways, I'm gonna have to purchase, I'm not gonna have to, but I'm going to purchase some rebuild kits for these. These are just the rough country ones. And they're pretty whooped out. I mean, they're not terrible, but I want to start fresh. So I'm going to order some new ones of those. I already ordered new replacement ends for the lower control arms. And then I think that's all. We'll have to order shocks. We've got the extended brake lines. We do have to order shocks. So I think I'm just going to throw a set of rough country shocks on it for now. You can get it for like 200, 250 bucks shipped to the house. So we're going to start out with that. And then after all that stuff gets here, we can finally get this thing rolling. We've got some 35 sitting out in the garage for it. We've got to find a set of wheels for it. And then we also have new ball joints and brakes for it as well. So the ball joints are not very good. The brakes are pretty bad. Haven't replaced them yet. So that stuff will be going on. Another thing we've been having going on with the Cherokee is this has been getting daily driven for the past, I don't know, well, since we bought it and since I got it running. And it is needing shift solenoids. So I'm going to be dropping the pan before we get all the lift kit stuff off, because I don't think I can get the pan. Something to do with the long arms. I think I'll have to drop them to get the pan out. So that's going to get done before the lift kit goes on the Jeep. is dropping the pan and putting some shift solenoids in it, new filter, new gasket, button it back up, because it is, when you put it in drive, it's staying in, well, it's automatically going in either third or fourth gear, but you can manually shift it down to first gear, kind of run through the gears like that and drive it fine. So that's first on the list, is getting that stuff done. Ball joints, brakes, all that good stuff. And then comes the fun stuff of putting the lift kit stuff back on when we get it back from powder coating. Now we can talk a little bit about this Comanche that I picked up. So I found this on Marketplace. I believe I found it maybe 5 or 6 days after the gentleman posted it. And it was just 40 minutes away from the house. I didn't want to buy, I wasn't in the market for buying a Cherokee or a Comanche, but this thing popped up. He had it up for a kind of higher price range. He dropped it a bunch, and then I kind of talked myself into going and looking at it. Jenna talked to me going and look at it, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go look at it. Picked up some cash, brought the trailer out there because you never know. And I looking around it, I'm like, it's not too bad. Needed some work. The guy actually owned this from, I believe it was 91. This is an 88, so he bought it in 91 down here in Oak Ridge, and kind of had it since then. The last time it was registered, I think it's actually got the plate in here. We'll just get right into this, guys. It's got the plate in here, and 2014. So this thing hasn't been on the road since 14, and it's kind of been pretty decent. So I got it, and I didn't have a battery in it. It's been sitting, and I'm like, man, I don't know, it needed a lot of work. Tires are dry rotted on it, but I seen it had good potential. Got it for a good price, and we loaded it up on the trailer. So we got it back to the house, and I threw a battery in it, a good battery, no fuel pump, no fuel pump. So I went underneath, threw power right to the fuel pump, and it still had no fuel pump. So needs a fuel pump. So went to order a fuel pump, and then pulled the tank out of it. You can change the fuel pumps on the Comanches, the stock Comanches at least, with the tank still in it. It's kind of on the side, pretty easily accessible. So anyways, dropped the tank. Tank was disgusting, nasty. I think I actually posted pictures about it. I'll add them into this video so you guys that haven't seen those posts can see it as well. If you're not following me on Facebook, Knockout Off-Road on Facebook, I post all the sneak peek before scenes, and you guys can kind of get a glimpse of what I'm working on when I'm not uploading a full video like this. So anyways, ordered a tank, ordered a fuel pump, still no start. So I don't know why. I didn't throw a fuel filter on it, which I should have. I blew brake clean all through the lines, cleaned them out. Some nasty fuel sitting in that tank. It was all rusted and rotted out. So I threw a fuel filter on it, fired right up. Now I've been running it to the dump, running around town to get parts, kind of using it like that. Other than that, I haven't done much with it. I don't think we're going to do much with it. So this is a 4.0, 5-speed, 2-wheel drive Comanche truck. And it's very clean. There's no rust. The rockers are immaculate. Under the doors, immaculate. All the windows work. Lights work. Thing cranks right up and starts. It's got the split window. It does need a headliner. That was sagging real bad, so I pulled that out. Bench seat's got some wear and tear over there. The only bad, I guess he wants to go for a ride. The only bad spot on the Jeep really is this driver's side door. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So I guess the neighbor from the guy that I got it from backed into this probably 10, 15 years ago. This was repaired by a body shop, which obviously you guys can see. There's quite the Bondo flake going on here. This whole door must have been messed up. So the neighbor backed into it, and then it got repaired, and then years later it ended up getting new vehicles, and this sat, and this was the side under the carport that the sun was shining on all day long. So it ruined this whole side. So this is only the bad side. It's not terrible. Another thing that happened that he told me about is the clutch master cylinder was leaking, and that's where all this kind of came from. That's been fixed since then. Like I said, I've been driving it. Drives good, shifts good, stops good. It's kind of just been working out, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it as is. I don't want to ruin this one. I already got the ruined one outside, and this one I'm trying to just keep nice, stock, and clean. It's a two-wheel drive short bed. So I think we're gonna save this one. This one's been a lot of fun. I have a 07 Duramax that we tow with and drive around town. So instead of firing that thing up all the time, it's kind of nice just to hop in the Comanche and just go. Thing just fires up and runs really good. It does have a water leak on the other side. Like I said, the other side was sitting in the sun, and those vents on the side there. Let's see. It's got pretty good taillights too. So the vents, you can see this one compared to the other one that I just showed. This one's all dry rotted and nasty. So water's getting in up in here, just like that. So I think I might, maybe, don't get mad at me, rob the ones off the big Comanche and throw them on here, just because I don't want this one to rot out. And honestly, that other Comanche is just kind of seen it all, and it wouldn't bother me too much. I could also get some, have my dad plasma cut out some, I don't know, could probably make some of those pretty easily. I have some aluminum with some vents in them as well, and then throw them on the big Comanche and just take those ones off, throw them on here, because it's just a matter of time that I ruin the nice ones on the big Comanche as well. So that's kind of the whole scoop on this 88 Comanche. I'm just gonna keep it around. I'm gonna keep driving it, using it like it's been intended, and it's been a good truck. I'm happy to have it back on the road and actually driving it, using it. It's been an awesome little truck. I'm gonna probably do a couple little things here and there. Obviously I'll do a headliner in it, and then it needs a rear view mirror. I'll end up putting some sort of cup holder in here. That way I can have a Coke when I'm going down the road or something. But I mean, the radio works, the heat works. I did turn the AC on because this is an AC truck as well. But the AC, I think there's some remnants. Maybe not. Well, the condenser, if you guys can see in there, there's a line right there. As soon as I turned the AC on, that line blew freon all over the place. So maybe it just needs a line. I don't know. It's R134 truck. So I don't know if it was converted or what, but it says that under the dash. But yeah, here's the Comanche, guys, that I've been talking about. Kind of posting some pictures. I think I posted a picture with the dog on the hood. And I think we're going to keep this one stock and keep it nice. All right, guys, back to the Cherokee now. I've been battling some misfire issues and obviously drivability issues because of the shift solenoids that I was talking about. So I kind of wanted to get that stuff like fully sorted out before we put it in the garage and rip it apart, because when it gets done, lifted up, ready to go, we're going to want to use it instead of try to track down more issues. So I'm trying to get that stuff solved. I think I have it pretty dialed. It does have a couple hiccups, like firing up every now and then. But it has no codes on the dash, nothing, so it's not giving me any good things. But recently, I've been giving Rock Auto a ton of money. And so I put new exhaust header on it, new gasket. The old one over here, the old header, I've repaired before. These things are very prone to cracking, and I was able to get my welder in there, fix those. So I didn't know if that was still leaking, because I know that can be temperamental with the Cherokees. So I threw a new header on it, put new donut gasket in there, put new manifold gasket, all that stuff. Did that. That didn't solve it. Put fresh plugs in it. That fixed it probably 98% of the way. And then when I was all done with that, took it down the road. And if you guys are following my Facebook, I posted a picture of the crank pulley. And the crank pulley started coming apart from itself, which walked the belt off and then overheated the Jeep, blew coolant all over, and then the Jeep wouldn't shut off because sometimes I put a new ignition switch in it, but sometimes you still turn it off and it takes like maybe, I don't know, 2 seconds to shut off fully. So I had it overheat on me, and I go to shut it off. I'm cruising down the road in neutral. Go to shut off, wouldn't shut off. I'm like, oh, of course. So it wouldn't shut off at all that time. Come close to the driveway, and I'm finally hopping out. Driver door gets locked. Not kidding. Driver door gets locked, so I can't get out to shut the Jeep off while it's screaming hot. So I crawled through the passenger side, and then I had to hop out here, hot hood, opened it up, and ripped the battery terminal off to shut it off. So that's what's been going on with this thing. This thing's been kind of a problem child. But anyways, got a new belt, got a new exhaust manifold, got a donut gasket down there, new gasket here, new crank pulley, and new spark plugs. But other than that, I think I'm done messing with the misfire. I think, like I said, it's got a little hiccup every now and then, but let's say it's a Cherokee. Some Cherokee shit going on. I don't know. So we're gonna start ripping apart this thing, and I'm just ready to get it up in the air, ready to get it lifted. I was telling you guys earlier, these are stock lift leaf springs. These are just stock replacements. I don't know who makes these things. There's no, all the tags are worn out on them. I thought they were Rough Country, like 4-inch lift springs, but now looking back, that black Cherokee that I parted out and got all these lift parts off of, it was sagged in the rear quite a bit, and I didn't think much of it because the fenders were cut, and it's kind of hard to tell how much of a lift it had because it was so beat. But those are stock, and so in order to get the rear lifted up, I'm gonna do the shackle relocation brackets, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. They got all the different slots so you can get a good like 45-degree shackle angle. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do like 2-inch shackles on it with the stock springs. I think that will set us up about 4.5 inches in the rear, and then the front will also be about 4.5 inches. So I measured these springs and it works out to be about that. So it'll be about 4.5 inches with the long arms, and then I'm a little worried, we do have 35s for it because I thought this lift kit was taller, but well, I don't know. I don't want to cut this thing all up, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try to make it work. The 35s are gonna be a little big. I kind of wish we would have stuck with 33s, but I found that good deal on those pit bulls, like $350, and I just couldn't pass it up. So we're gonna stick it on 35s, some 17-inch wheels, 4.5, maybe 5, maybe I can push 5 out of it, inch lift. And then, I mean, I'm fine with cutting small amount, like back in here, I don't know, down, but I'd like to keep the body not cut. If we have to do maybe some flat flares, I didn't think about that. Maybe we'll do some flat flares on it. Those always looked pretty good. So we could do some flat flares, lift it up that way. I don't know, we'll see. We'll be getting into it shortly, guys. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and commenting. I appreciate all the feedback. I just did a little questionnaire on what kind of content you guys like, and I got quite a few. You guys like to build videos, so don't worry, we're getting into it. We are also getting into the holidays, so things might slow down a little bit with the channel, but I'll try my best to keep it updated as much as I can. So anyways, guys, have a good Thanksgiving. Make sure you guys check out Knockout Off-Road. We got more than one color shirt. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, and we'll see you later.